In a world where technology surges forward relentlessly, we now find ourselves on the brink of an unprecedented era of human-computer synergy. This is the dawn of AI, and it feels like a fundamental paradigm shift. Today, we will explore the fabric of change that AI is weaving across key creative industries. Brace yourselves as we journey through the realm of AI's influence and ask, are we ready to embrace the inevitable wave of transformation? What industries will AI reshape? How will it redefine the future of work? As we step into this new frontier, one thing is crystal clear. What lies ahead is as complex as it is promising. Welcome to Ready Next. I am so excited to welcome you to the very first episode of Ready Next. I'm your host, Tosin Lanikwekun, and in this episode, we'll try to cover the ramifications of artificial intelligence for the creative industries. And the impact is huge. So first, let's lay down some foundations. So what's this buzz about AI? Well, according to the trusted folks at the BBC, AI is a system's ability to correctly interpret external data, to learn from such data, and to use those learnings to achieve specific goals and tasks through flexible adaptation. Already in that definition, you'll see some of those amazing qualities that start to distinguish AI. That ability to interpret and learn, and the ability to utilize those learnings to achieve specific goals and tasks. Now, let's be clear. AI has been in development for decades, but this past year has seen a rapid introduction to the public, especially through this extremely easy to use, unbelievably simple interface, chat or text prompts. Of course, the main one that we all know is ChatGPT. Within the span of just 5 days, ChatGPT reached 1 million users. Now, to contextualize this achievement, consider that it took giants like Netflix 3.5 years, Twitter about 2 years, Instagram perhaps around the same, Facebook about 10 months to reach that same milestone. So ChatGPT stood unrivaled with this record until last month when Threads remarkably achieved the same benchmark within an hour. But of course, that was bolstered in large part by the fact that they were able to migrate their followers onto the new platform. So, how will AI redefine the future of work? I think this question is quite an important one. Of course, there are concerns about AI's potential to absolutely obliterate some traditional jobs, and I think these questions are valid. But it is equally significant to acknowledge that AI has the capacity to help us usher in a new era of innovation and expand our creative horizons. AI's impact on jobs will always be a nuanced interplay between automation, augmentation, and adaptation. Later on in this episode, I'll try to delve into the broader implications of AI on the world of work. But for now, my focus is on 3 creative industries and how you and your organization can prepare strategically to leverage AI's potential for your maximum benefit. The first industry I'll touch on is marketing. AI is transforming the world of marketing at a rapid pace, and the trend is only just beginning. Back in 2018, Lexus, the car company, did something pretty cool. They rolled out an ad that was totally scripted by AI. They teamed up with the smart folks at IBM Watson and had it crunch through a whopping 15 years of top-notch car ads. Watson did its magic and figured out exactly what bits of those successful ads really hit the sweet spot with their audiences. That turned out to be the world's first commercial, completely scripted by AI. Fast forward to 2023. At Google's Marketing Live event, the company launched a slew of generative AI-enabled advancements to its ad platform that it calls Performance Max. What it does is that it essentially deploys AI to magically elevate your everyday advertising workflow. It will summarize your long-form landing page content. It will generate ads, including the creative and copy. It will find relevant and effective keywords, headlines, descriptions, images, and other assets for your campaigns. This is emblematic of the next generation of smart, AI-driven marketing campaign creation and management software out there. WPP, one of the world's largest advertising networks, paid an estimated £75 million to buy Satalia, a London-based AI startup, a couple of years back. The goal? To sprinkle some of that AI magic dust on their creative and media buying platforms. We're also seeing some fantastic innovation in customer experience. Starbucks partnered with Microsoft to elevate their in-store customer experience offerings. They leverage a type of AI called reinforcement learning to get to know their customers better. Deep Brew, as their AI solution is called, helps them make personalized recommendations, and it suggests optimal product pairings based on contextual information about that particular store and factors like the weather, the time of day, and of course, other personal preferences. If you work in marketing or in advertising, you'd certainly need to be looking at AI-driven tools and solutions so you don't risk being at a competitive disadvantage. Next, I'll combine both art and design here because they are complementary or sister industries, and some of the tools have increasingly been optimized to cater to both artists and designers. Midjourney, a generative AI system that can create astoundingly realistic and sometimes strikingly haunting images from a natural language prompt, has taken the world by storm. Some of the renders are truly out of this world, and to think that an AI is generating these in real time from simple text prompts is nothing short of phenomenal. OpenAI, the makers of ChatGPT, also created DALL-E, which works in a similar fashion to Midjourney. Adobe, the creative software powerhouse, also placed big bets on AI, and in March launched their generative AI tool called Firefly. Firefly now automates some of the most complex and time-consuming workflows within apps like Photoshop and Premiere. The tool covers generative image creation, generative fill, in other words, replacing selections or entire foregrounds and backgrounds in your image, 3D to image generation, and much more. It's amazing. The AI tools available now within the art and design category are so powerful that they are literally redefining what it means to be an artist or a designer. New questions now emerge. Is a piece of art valuable if it is generated instantly by AI? Who owns the art? The person who prompts the AI? The company that owns the AI? The folks who own the data centers? The jury is still out on all these questions. The last industry I'd like to discuss in this episode is film. For quite a while now, the streaming giant Netflix has leveraged AI pervasively in many aspects of its business. For instance, it leverages machine learning to understand what characteristics make content successful and uses that information to inform its future content strategy. The company uses AI to study customers' viewing habits, leveraging data to offer more personalized recommendations. Machine learning is also used to generate thumbnails by annotating and ranking hundreds of frames taken from a pre-existing movie or TV program to determine which thumbnails are most likely to prompt a click from users. On the production end of the spectrum, there is no shortage of innovative AI solutions with extremely Powerful workflow advancements now built into editing software like Premiere and DaVinci Resolve, who now both boast a long list of AI tools that allow you to edit your video in a fraction of the time and perform workflow routines like Morph Cut, which automatically cuts and stitches your videos together with incredible accuracy and speed. Simply brilliant for film editors. Then you have tools like Runway ML, a software capable of generating entire video clips from either existing video or from text prompts, or by interpolating a series of static imagery to form video clips. This would have been considered absolutely impossible just a few years ago. Now, there has been quite some controversy lately within the film industry about AI actors potentially replacing humans in films. Yes, unbelievable. In July of this year, the Screen Actors Guild and American Federation of Television and Radio Artists went on strike, with one of the key concerns being the tightening of regulation on the use of AI in creative projects, alongside advocating for higher pay. So the threat of AI being used to replace folk like background actors, extras in films is very real, especially because it's an easy economic argument for the studios to make. Regardless, this calls into question the ethics of AI, a subject that demands an entire episode of its own. It is evident that a massive wave of disruption is sweeping across the creative industries as we speak, and candidly, it has left very few other business sectors untouched. So, how can creative professionals get ahead of the curve? Workers in the creative industries must view AI not as a threat, but as a tool that supercharges their abilities to do exceptional work. A keen understanding of AI's capabilities and the current innovation happening becomes essential. This knowledge empowers you to discern the areas where AI can enhance your craft, whether it's streamlining repetitive tasks, generating content, or offering data-driven insights. You will need to embrace an approach of being proactive and of experimentation and continual learning. This is how you empower yourself to adapt swiftly to the dynamic AI landscape and remain at the forefront of your respective industries. For those just starting out in marketing, art, design, and film industries, fear not. What you need is an understanding and mastery of AI tools. And this will supercharge your ability to do great work and might just be the distinguishing factor that gets you that coveted job at the bleeding edge of technology and innovation. By the way, as I start to wrap up this episode, I'd like to extend a quick invitation. If you found this content valuable and insightful, I'd greatly appreciate your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel. You can also turn on notifications to know when new episodes go live. I've tried to cover a lot of ground in this episode, but finally, my submission is this. In my opinion, AI is not going to replace humans. Not yet. We're nowhere near that stage. However, humans harnessing the power of AI will, in the near term, begin to replace their non-AI literate counterparts in the world of work, especially in the marketing, art, design, and film industries. That's it, friends. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode of Ready Next. See you then.